Welcome to the Playful Life podcast. I'm your host, Krystal. Growing up, I struggled with my weight, self-confidence, and body image, and like many in my teens, I developed an eating disorder. I battled codependent behavior, and it all affected my mental health. As the years went by, I learned and grew in healing, and I found serenity, really in empowering others to let go of their pasts and to embrace their own leadership in their health and well-being. Now it is my mission as a coach, author, speaker, and podcast host to inspire and empower you to live your best, most playful life. On this podcast, you will hear from our guests about their personal struggles and breakthroughs in their health, careers, and relationships. You'll also receive tips, knowledge, and inspiration to tackle your own health goals and start living the dreams on your heart. Ready? Let's play. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Playful Life. This is episode 2 of the series Hot Topics with my friend and fellow coach, Coach Denise Coleman. And on this series, we get together and just have a good time and laugh about the things that we are going through in our personal lives and our businesses, and just try to pick a hot topic in the world of health, fitness, and talk about it in a way that people can really just relate to and understand. So I hope you enjoy this episode, and feel free to grab, a cup of coffee, a mocktail, whatever you like, and just join the conversation with us.
Hey, Denise.
Hey, Krystal, what's up? Do you like my new fancy studio setup?
I am so impressed. Oh my gosh.
I'm just joking. I didn't do any of this. I didn't even know how to, get into Zoom correctly. This is Jack's setup. Even on the bottom of the screen, it says Jack Whittle.
It does.
So,
it does.
This is his recording studio setup. So it's pretty cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
See, this is like the stuff that people need to see. The behind the scenes, or like the fact that we don't have everything all together. We're just figuring it out, right?
Oh yeah, not at all. Like I feel like last video I was sitting on the floor in my bedroom, and now I got like the selfie light. I got these lights. I got a microphone. Girl. I got headphones. Like I'm like,
oh my gosh. I love it. We're going to look so official here. We're going to fake it until we make it.
There we go. I love it.
So this is Hot Topics with Krystal and Denise. And so we just kind of hit record and we're like, let's see what happens. So this is our selfish chance to catch up and sort of have a conversation in our busy lives. And we thought, well, why not record our conversations, and maybe somebody will...
Why not?
Want to listen or watch.
Yeah, share some knowledge with people. You never know.
Exactly. So, well, I was laughing, and I apologize. Thank you for being so flexible. But because for those of you in the region where we are, you'll understand, Calumet Avenue is closed, and there's 3 ways to get north and south in Northeast Indiana, and one of them is closed. Yeah. So it's everybody and their brother.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to go around. I was like, oh my God. So I, again, should have planned better, should have planned my time better, but oh well. So here we are.
Well, it's good to know it's closed because, I sometimes do the grocery delivering thing too. So good thing to know.
Yeah.
Because that can throw a whole, fork in someone's day. So
yeah. Because even if you're not going over that specific part of that road, it's traffic everywhere gets messed up because everybody's going around it, or oh my gosh. So I'm sure, and everybody can relate no matter where they live. I'm sure that there's that one road that when it closes down, everything just goes to crap. So anyway,
mass chaos.
So you're heading into Chicago here in a little bit. So what are you going to be doing up there?
So I just got a new job at Vikings Gymnastics and Dance. It's in Niles. It's a little bit of a trek, but like I said before, I am taking the action to work at a studio out there so I can connect and make some more connections and stuff in the city of Chicago. So I'm excited. I love the place. It's a great place to work for me. I feel like they have a lot of systems in place and training. And I was like, wow, I've never had an official training at a dance or gymnastics studio. So this is really nice, the time just to sit back and see what other people are doing and how they teach. Today I'm going in and I'm going to be shadowing a Tots ballet class, and then like a first to second grade ballet class, and then like a fourth to fifth grade ballet class. So I think it's very interesting also because ballet is definitely not my strong suit. But also just to see, no, like I can do it and I learned from it. So I know the basics and I could do it. Yeah. Like, you know, fake it till you make it, like you said. But I just don't feel like I'm like, oh, I'm a ballerina. Like, no, like I got like when I went to college, I got like C's in ballet. Like, it's just like great technique. Yeah, I had to work really hard at it, and like, yeah, so it's not one of my strong suits. So I love just seeing other people and like how they teach ballet because it is such a foundational form of dance, and I believe everyone, you know, should take some kind of ballet class, whether you're a dancer or not. Just do it. You know, you'll learn so much about your body and like how strong you are and different parts of your body that can move that you didn't know you can move, like, you know, accessing your turnout and stuff like that. You're like, oh, wait a minute, my hips move this way? It's like, yes, they do.
Oh, wow. Yeah, ballet is
incredible
for the body. And I mean, with bar, you know, bar workouts have become really,
oh my goodness,
really a hit thing, you know.
Such a good workout.
And it depends on where you go for a bar workout. Like some of them are a lot more intense with the ballet technique, and then some of them are more like we're doing cardio and there's a little bit of ballet in this. So interesting. But I love that you bring up that fact that like we really do learn from people and we take different things. And I know even in fitness, right, when I first started, I was 18 and teaching my first fitness class, and so you know, a lot of it was like stuff I stole from like my dance teachers growing up, right? How to do a warm up, how to do a cool down. And then I remember so several years after I started teaching, I had some women that were coming to my fitness classes that, you know, were getting really into shape and they wanted to teach classes. And so
nice,
they started teaching classes, and then I would go, you know, to their classes, and I was like, oh, you know, like I felt good when they took stuff from my workouts and made it their own, right? And I was like, oh my God, it was like the ultimate way of being honored, I felt. So I think sometimes we might feel like, oh, like I'm stealing this or that from this person, or, you know, like you're saying, like how to teach a ballet class or something, right? But it's so valuable. And taking, I forget, what do they call it in the
like taking inspiration, I feel like in a way, you know.
They called it something in the Own Your Future challenge though, didn't they? It was like a processor, or what was the term they gave it to like people like Tony Robbins, right? He was going to Jim Rohn seminars.
And
then,
like, yeah.
He took Jim Rohn's philosophy and then like taught it his way, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know they were talking about like being a reporter. That was like the term
reporter,
they kept using.
That's
being a reporter.
That's it. So kind of like that's what we do even in the fitness and dance world too. I
feel like dance world, that happens all the time. You know, you get inspired by someone else's piece or music or whatever, and like you'll take it and like okay, I'm gonna do it that same step, but I'm gonna add an arm, or like, you know, put my head this way instead of this way, you know. Like I feel like that's just part of the creative process, and as human beings, how we can connect to each other, and I think it's beautiful.
Oh, cool. Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love how we were able to tie all this in.
It's great.
For those of you out there who might not have heard of it or didn't know what Denise and I were doing last week, but we spent most of the week doing the Own Your Future challenge with
my goodness,
Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. And there were like so many amazing speakers. Like, I mean, of course, some of it was like stuff I've heard already, right? Or like when you follow these people like Jenna Kuchar or Jamie Karalima, right? Like I've heard their stories before. I've heard them on other podcasts, right? But it's just like, it doesn't matter. Like I'm always so inspired when I hear people talk about like their journey and how they got where they are. And I'm just like, oh my God, it just like makes you feel like I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. I love listening to like different people's stories, or like this how they got from A to B, and you know, and stuff like that. I always find that interesting. I love that. I have like pages and pages of like notes from the past 6 days. Like I should have brought my notebook in, but literally it's just like pages and pages. And then like Sunday I like sat down and was just trying to like skim through like all the information. I was like, wow, this is amazing though. Like, you know, it gets me excited, it gets me pumped, and like, all right, next steps, let's go. Like,
right? Yeah. It's like, okay, what's next? What's next? So I love it. Well, we'll have to get together for like coffee or something and,
right.
actually digest everything that we learned. And,
Right.
or maybe we can try one of those like keto wines that we found.
Oh yeah.
Guys, very exciting. If you're listening to the show, Denise and I are going to find some like fun, healthy products out there. We're going to try them and then we're going to review them on the show together.
I love it.
Very excited.
I think, yeah, that's very fun. Like, I love it. Like, yeah, because I feel like this anything, like, I feel like people nowadays, like, I think I was saying in my story, whatever, that people think like eating healthy and like being healthy can be hard and expensive, but it really doesn't have to be. Like, you can make it fun, find out what works for you, just look out there. Like, I didn't even know these keto wines like even existed. And I'm just like, what?
Right? Well,
what is this?
Me,
and it's like, the fit wine.
Yeah, the fit wine for my birthday, which I still have still not drank.
Birthday's in January, but it's okay.
Oh my gosh. Like, okay, so that tells you how often I drink wine, which
that's great,
like I'm like one of those weirdos though, where I'm like, I'm saving it for something special. But I
don't know. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
I'm like, no, I gotta consume this. Oh my gosh. So I will text you or call you when I'm drinking the wine and I will let you know. So, or maybe we can review that even.
Oh, there we go.
So Denise, do you have a quote that you want to talk about?
Yes, hold please. My phone locked.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of, we were just talking about Tony Robbins. So of course I've been, like, I've heard of Tony Robbins and like kind of like touched on him on and off, but these past 5 days, just hearing about him all day, every day, I was like, I have to look this guy up more. So, I clicked, what's it called? Oh my goodness, words. Oh, I'm following him on Instagram and his podcast and stuff like that. So of course I have a Tony Robbins quote. Yeah, I could.
All right. Awesome. So, lay it on me.
All right. Quality questions create a quality life. Successful people ask better questions, and as a result, they get better answers. And I love this because, it goes back to, in school of like, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Like, just ask a question, and I feel like to improve and to get better in life or to just progress in life, you have to ask yourself questions. You have to have awareness about yourself, about where you're going, what you're doing around you. So I always feel like it's important to ask yourself questions, or just ask questions like, not just what am I doing today, but blah. It's like, how does that make me feel? How does this place make me feel? If I drink this much water, how do I feel? Or like, what makes me feel good? What inspires me? What, gets me excited? What makes me sad? All these questions I feel like is important. And I sometimes forget, we get caught up so much in the doing of life and doing things that we don't ask ourselves, like, why? Yes. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like, why am I going here? And it could be a good thing. Why am I, going to the gym? Because I like to work out and it's fun. I love to, feel endorphins, yada, yada, yada. Or be like, why am I going to the gym? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it can go so many different ways. And I just love the way that he put this about asking questions. Because I always tell people, like, you have to become aware. Self-awareness is the key to change. So yeah, I love that. Gosh. And there's so many other quotes, of course, that he has it. I'm like,
yeah,
so good, so good.
Just the beginning, Yeah. Oh my gosh, Denise, you are like, you are in my brain. I feel like that is such an awesome message, and I feel like I am like, I'm more and more inspired to sort of shout this message from the rooftop, right? Like, hello. It really is about like personal responsibility and like taking that leadership. But where does that begin? That begins on becoming just self-aware, right? Like,
exactly.
Awareness, acceptance, and action, right?
Acceptance. Like, I love that too.
We have to become aware of like what we're doing, why we're doing it, how we feel, all these things that, like, yeah, I feel like so many people, myself included, right? I've been guilty of just sort of like floating through life and like showing up every day, but kind of like half of myself is present. I'm sort of like a zombie. And, for a long time, I was like living my life according to what other people expected me to do or what I thought people expected me to do. And it's really, it's hard, right? When you show up that one day and you're like, okay, wait, like, am I even happy? Am I like, yeah. So wow, that's really incredible. I love that's where you went with that quote. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's where your mind went with it. That's great.
Yeah, questions,
great.
questions. Always ask
Awesome.
questions. That's what.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
was taught.
Because if
Always
you
ask questions.
ask, you're never going to get a yes either, right?
Exactly.
Like
Or you
that.
may not find out information that you may not have known that you didn't know, you know?
Yeah.
Like you don't know, you don't know.
Oh my gosh, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay
Yeah.
not to know what you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but like you're also sort of responsible for finding out what you don't know too,
Exactly. Yeah.
right? Like ignorance can only get you so far in life before you're just like, no, you should know
Yeah.
better.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I love it. Good
Oh,
quote.
that's
Good. Tony
awesome.
Robbins is awesome. Gonna be diving more into him now. You know, I've been like on like a lot of this like Wayne Dyer and stuff like that, but like I was like, okay, Tony, I see you. And then of course Dean. Like so now I'm gonna like, you know, be probably
Yeah.
like, you know, on
Oh,
them
they're
for a little
so
bit.
great. They're
Yeah.
so great. So, I had got like a couple months ago, I had gotten this, it was like a complete Jim Rohn series on
Mm.
Audible. And
That's cool.
it was like, it's like 11 hours of Jim Rohn seminars and interviews. And like, he's the OG, right? Like
Yeah.
he's, you know, besides Napoleon Hill, like really
Oh,
inspired a lot
yes,
of,
of
you know,
course.
what Tony Robbins does. And so, like, I will just like, you know, put that on when I'm driving around if I just need like some good positive mojo. And
Mhm.
like, what was it? It must have been 2019. Must have been 2019 because I mean, it definitely didn't happen last year. Um, yeah, I think it was like April or something in 2019. Me and a couple friends went up to the United Center and actually saw Tony Robbins. Like, I mean, it was a whole
Oh my
day. Like, it was a
gosh.
whole day of like speakers and, you know,
Yeah.
everything, people talking about like real estate investing and just
Uh-huh.
all kinds of stuff, right? And you know, Tony Robbins came; he was the last one to speak,
Of course.
and Dean Graziosi was there. Gary Vee was there. I mean,
Yeah.
like, oh my god, like,
That's so
right? I think
cool.
my ticket was like $25. It was incredible. I mean, to just hear these people
What?
speak,
Yeah.
right? I mean, totally nuts. So, but I was just like so emotional when I came home that day. I don't know if I ever told you this
Gosh.
story, but like I came home and it was pretty late. And so it's just like Mark and I were just like, let's just unwind. I just need to
Mm-hmm.
sit down and just like, my brain was like just on fire. So,
Yeah.
never forget, like we put on some stupid show. I don't even remember. And like tears, literally tears were squirting out of my eyes because I was laughing
Oh
so
my
hard.
gosh.
Like I had never experienced emotion
Yes.
that intensely. And
Yes. I
Mark
love
was like,
it.
what is wrong? He's
Like,
like,
are
what is
you
wrong
okay?
with you? Like, yeah, like seriously, like, did you take drugs? Like, I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, it's gotta be Tony Robbins. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that experience was so moving. Like I had so much emotion inside of me that I was
Oh,
just like
yeah.
bursting at the seams. It was nuts.
Yeah. It's crazy how he can channel all that and then the words and the energy that he gives. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I think that first day when he was speaking, I think, yeah, I cried. Actually, I think I cried every day of the challenge. But like it was just because I was just in such like emotional state, but then like excited and grateful,
Mhm.
just hearing different stories. But like day one, when he like had us like, you know, take us on like the whole visualization journey, I was just like, ah, like grateful tears. Like, I don't know. Yeah, he has that, man. He has that gift. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it's amazing what he can do. Yeah,
Mhm.
I love it.
Yeah. And like, you know, what we're becoming able to do, right? Like
Yes.
I feel like,
Yes.
you know, we're
Mm, mm,
stepping into
mm.
this world of education and
Yes.
teaching people where we've been. And I know I want to honor your time here. We've got about 10
Oh,
minutes.
yes.
So like let's I guess move into like a hot topic.
Dun dun
I don't
dun.
know. Um and I love you texted me a couple,
Mm-hmm.
and I think just one simple one that I wanted to just talk about, especially because now like we're seeing places open up again,
Mm-hmm.
is this question of, you know, I've been working out at home.
Mm,
Should I go back to the gym?
mhm.
In home versus in the gym? What do we recommend? What's our experience with it?
Yeah.
Do you want to start us off with that discussion here just a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So me personally, I like working out at home or in my own space. Like even if I go to the gym, I'll be one of those people who find like the aerobics room or just a room where no one is and this like I'm focused on me. This is my time. Let's go. Let's get it. You know, I'm one of those people. But I do like taking fitness classes. Like if I were to go to a gym or a YMCA or whatever, I love taking like, the HIIT classes, or like they have like boxing classes, kickboxing, all that stuff. I love doing that because I love, being in a class in a room with other people and feeling the energy of the instructor and the music just blasting and like we getting it together. Like that's just me. Yeah, right.
Yes.
But also I feel like outside workouts, even though I feel like they are a little bit tougher because of the weather and humidity, yada yada, depending on where you are, it's also a great experience too because you get to experience nature. So I'm a little bit of like both, I mean, I also just like variety. I say variety spice of life. So I've really changed up my workouts almost weekly. Like today I did like a cardio, like twerk workout, just to do something different.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, my legs are already sore, but it was so much fun. And then like tomorrow I'll, work out at the church, and then the next day I may go skate. So it just depends. But like I say, it's up to you. Again, questioning yourself. Do you get self-conscious? For me, I get a little self-conscious being in front of people at the gym and like trying to use machines because I'm like, I'm not sure about these machines, like, but I know how to do a push-up. You know what I mean? So that's just me.
Totally how I feel about it. So like, I don't know, it's very weird. Like, I love going to classes. I've always been, a class girl. I loved it. I mean, I don't know if that's because we grew up taking dance classes,
yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I think there's a big difference for me between like going to the gym and being on like a treadmill or an elliptical or stationary bike or something, right, for cardio, and then like going over to the machine area, and it's like, yeah, it's always been like a little bit intimidating because I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, and like I don't know how to work these weights, and yeah, I mean, like, when I learned how to be a trainer and stuff, like, of course, I became more familiar with that, but I could see that, like, for people who don't work out all the time, it would be really intimidating. And I thought of this image came to mind when I was thinking about this topic, but do you know the term like a silent disco? Have you ever heard of the term silent disco?
I feel like I have. Like people were talking about it. Is that where you have like the headphones and you're like all in one room?
Yes.
Right? But there's no like loud music. It's just in your headphones.
Right. Yes. So I
love it.
like the idea of a silent disco is a little bit awkward to me. Like I don't know, but yeah, so it's exactly it. Like, right, you put headphones in or something and you dance, and so like it's quiet, right? Like you could do it in the middle of the night because you're all just dancing to your own music. But I feel like that's very much like how I feel when I'm at the gym working out on machines.
Yeah, kind
of. Like we're all kind of doing our own thing, but we're like sort of there, and like everybody's got their music in, and it's just like not very social, right? So I feel like when I'm in a class, it's different because we're all moving to the same beat. Like our hearts are all pumping together. Like we're all moving towards the same goal together. Like it's very different, right? I guess that would be like going to a club and hearing the music as opposed to like having a silent disco. I don't know.
That's funny. I love that. Planet Fitness silent disco. Like
yeah,
that's kind of funny though. I like that comparison. Now I never think of the gym the same, but yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's up to the person. I think. I mean, I know. I mean, a lot of gyms are now, having that personal training, or trainers come back and stuff like that. And since they're not, I can't talk. Since they are now open, they do have the personal trainer option. So if you want to go to a gym, not sure what you're doing, you can always sign up for that. So. Yes. Yeah, I always say, if you're not sure, ask questions,
Yes, right? Like ask yourself, like, when do I feel the most comfortable when I'm working out? Like, am I going to work out if it's in my living room, or am I more willing to work out if I have to get in my car and drive somewhere? For me, especially in the wintertime, like, I hate it. I hate putting on boots and then taking them off and putting on my gym shoes, taking my coat. Like, it's like if there are 40 steps between me and working out, like it's not happening, right? So it's like I always used to hate teaching classes in the winter because it'd be like boots and scarves and gloves and all this, and then you get there and you have to like undress and redress and then undress and then it's like a whole thing. Oh my god!
And then when you're sweaty trying to put on your winter coat, it's not cute. It's all like sticky and it's just like.
Oh yeah,
it's not cute. Not pretty. Yeah, I agree. But everyone's different, so some people need that extra. Like, okay, I paid this amount of money to go to this gym. I must show up, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For the accountability, or, oh, I know that like so-and-so is going to be there. They have like, accountability buddies or something, right, at the gym.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right. Well, thanks, Denise. I know that you got to get going on your way to the city. So, so excited for you on this like new adventure with this new studio, and I can't wait to hear more.
Oh, can I blast something out real quick?
Yes, please do.
So I don't know when this is dropping, but May 22nd, if you are in the region, I am teaching another dance fitness class at Breeze Dance Place.
I think I'm going to be there, Denise. I think I'm going to be there Saturday.
Do it. It's so much fun. Yeah. So if you're in the region, go ahead and check it out. It's in Maryville. Again, that's Breeze Dance Place. Classes from 11 to 11:45. If you don't come to that one, I'm also having another one on June 5th and June 19th. A special Juneteenth workout on June 19th. So, you got, it's going to be great. I'm so excited for that one.
Awesome.
So, find me on Facebook, Instagram, or find Krystal, and then we can connect. So you can dance and sweat with me.
Yes, that's right. Well, I'll put a link below to your Instagram and stuff, so people can see that, because that's where I saw the post.
Perfect.
So for sure. Yeah. Well, I'm getting my second shot on Thursday, so if all goes well, I will be there on Saturday, because I think I actually have the day off. So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I will be there.
Well, good luck with your second shot. Always the day after is usually like, but you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be great. I survived. You can survive.
That's right. I got all positive vibes and energy around it. So.
There you go.
All right. Well, cool. Well, thanks, Denise.
Bye,
and
Krystal.
have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll chat soon.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. If someone you love would benefit from this message, please, please share this podcast with them. And if you want more out of your life, not just surviving every day, but you want to truly thrive, visit me at crystallizedhealthadvisors.com or on Facebook to schedule your free dream strategy call with me today. Do not hesitate any longer. Life is short, and I want you to truly live the playful life. I will see you next time, and as always, stay playful.